you're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because you were taught the wrong version of success, a version that looks clean, predictable, almost comforting. But real success, it's uncomfortable, confusing, and sometimes a little lonely. And the people who've reached it, they don't usually tell you what it actually feels like.
Think about this for a second. How many times have you told yourself, I just need to be more disciplined? Or, I'll start when I feel ready. You watch successful people online, their routines, their habits, their mindset, and it feels like they've figured something out, something you're still missing. But here's what's really happening inside your brain. Your mind is trying to reduce uncertainty. According to neuroscience, your brain is wired to avoid the unknown because uncertainty feels like danger. So instead of chasing the uncomfortable truth, you hold on to simple, predictable advice, even if it's incomplete, even if it's misleading.
Truth number 1. Success requires social discomfort. Successful people don't just work harder, they detach earlier. And this is where most people struggle, because as humans, we are wired for social approval. Your brain literally releases dopamine when you feel accepted by others. But here's the problem. Growth often requires you to go against the group, to say no, to disappear, to become misunderstood. And that creates internal conflict, because now your brain is choosing between comfort, being accepted, or growth, being different. Successful people, they get used to that discomfort, while most people keep trying to grow without ever risking disapproval. Truth number 2. They act without clarity. You've been told to find your purpose, but here's what no one tells you. Clarity is often the result of action, not a prerequisite for it. Psychology calls this the action bias. It's the idea that taking action, even imperfect action, reduces anxiety and creates momentum. But most people do the opposite. They wait, they overthink, they analyze every possibility, trying to eliminate uncertainty before they begin. But successful people, they move with uncertainty. They make decisions without full information. And yes, they feel lost, more often than you think. The difference is, they don't interpret that feeling as failure. They see it as part of the process. Truth number 3. They don't trust motivation. Let's be honest, you've had days where you felt unstoppable, and days where you couldn't even start. That's not a personality flaw. That's your dopamine system. Your brain releases dopamine not when you achieve something, but when it expects a reward. That's why motivation comes in waves. It's chemically unstable. Successful people understand this, so instead of relying on motivation, they reduce the need for it. They build systems, environments, triggers, things that make action easier even when they don't feel like it. Because they know, if you only act when you feel good, you'll never stay consistent long enough to succeed.
Truth number 4. Success has invisible costs. This is the part nobody posts about because it doesn't look good. Success demands trade-offs, time, energy, relationships, and sometimes peace of mind. There's a psychological concept called opportunity cost. Every choice you make automatically eliminates another possibility. So when someone chooses growth, they're also choosing what they're leaving behind. Late nights instead of social events, focus instead of comfort, and over time, that creates a gap between them and the people around them, not because they're better, but because they made different sacrifices.
Truth number 5. They redefine reality. At some point, something shifts. Successful people stop chasing validation and start questioning it. They begin to ask, who decided what success even looks like? Because society rewards visible outcomes, money, status, recognition. But your brain cares about meaning. And when those don't align, you feel something strange. Burnout, emptiness, disconnection, even after achieving what you wanted. So the real shift happens when they redefine winning, not based on what looks impressive, but what actually feels right internally. So now, think about your own life. Are you chasing something because you truly want it, or because it's been quietly programmed into you? Because the scariest part isn't failing. The scariest part is succeeding at something and realizing it was never yours to begin with. Maybe successful people aren't hiding the truth. Maybe most people just aren't ready to hear it.